The slap echoed across the entire wedding hall. 500 people watching. And then, laughter. My own sister stood in front of me, smiling like I was nothing, like I deserved it. I didn't fight back. I didn't say a word. But then, her fiancé stepped forward and said something that changed everything. "Do you even know who she is?" The music was loud. Soft golden lights washed over the hall as people laughed, danced, celebrated. It was a perfect wedding. My stepsister's wedding, and I stood in the far corner, alone. A glass of water rested in my hand, untouched. Not a single person noticed me, and honestly, I preferred it that way. It had been years since I last saw them, years since the night they told me to leave and never come back. So when the invitation arrived, I hesitated. I should have ignored it, but something in me didn't. Maybe I wanted closure. Maybe I wanted to see if time had changed anything. But standing there, watching them laugh together like a perfect family, I realized the truth. Nothing had changed. To them, I was still the same unwanted girl they threw away. It wasn't always like this. There was a time I tried, desperately, to belong. I was 16 when my mother died. My father remarried quickly, and that's when she entered my life, my stepsister. From the very beginning, she made one thing clear. I didn't belong. She had everything, love, attention, care, and I had nothing. If something broke in the house, it was my fault. If she cried, I was blamed. If she wanted something, I had to give it up. At first, I stayed quiet. I thought, if I was good enough, careful enough, invisible enough, maybe they'd accept me. But that day never came. And then, everything ended. I still remember that night like it never left me. We were sitting at the dinner table when she suddenly started crying, said I ruined her dress. I didn't, but no one asked me, not even my father. He didn't question it, didn't look at me. He just pointed at the door and said one word, "Get out." Get out. Just like that. No explanation, no second chance. For a moment, I didn't move. I stood there, frozen, waiting for someone to say something, to stop him, to question her, to look at me and say, "This isn't right." But no one did. Not my father, not my stepmother, not even her. So I left. That night, I didn't just lose my home, I lost my family. The first few years were brutal. No money, no support, no one to trust. I took whatever work I could find, cleaning tables, washing dishes, running errands for people who didn't even bother to remember my name. Some nights, I didn't know where I'd sleep. Cheap rooms, bus stations, sometimes nowhere at all. But I kept going, because when you lose everything, there's nothing left to fear. Slowly, things began to change. Not all at once, not easily. I studied when I was exhausted, worked when I felt like giving up. I failed more times than I can count, but every failure taught me something. Every setback made me harder to break. And little by little, I started building something that was mine, something no one could take away from me. Years passed, and one day, I realized something strange. I wasn't surviving anymore. I was winning. The same girl they called useless had built a life they couldn't even imagine, a life without them. But I never went back, never called, never told them anything. I didn't need their approval anymore. And now, here I was, standing in the same room as them again, watching my stepsister laugh in her perfect white dress, living the life she always believed she deserved. Perfect makeup, perfect smile, perfect life, just like always. For a moment, I thought about leaving, quietly, like I used to. But before I could take a step, I heard her voice, loud, sharp, calling my name. Heads turned instantly. The music didn't stop, but it didn't matter anymore. All attention shifted to me. I felt their eyes, curious, judging, waiting. And then I saw her, my stepsister, walking toward me, each step slow, deliberate, her heels clicking sharply against the floor, echoing louder than the music itself. Her smile was gone, replaced with something colder, something familiar. "You actually came?" Her voice cut through the air, loud, enough for everyone nearby to hear. I didn't respond. I just looked at her, calm, steady, and that only made things worse. She stepped closer. Her eyes scanned me from top to toe, my simple dress, my quiet presence, and I saw it. Disgust. "Look at you," she said, shaking her head. "You really thought you could stand here with people like us?" A few guests nearby leaned in, whispering, watching, enjoying it. I stayed silent, just like I used to, and maybe that silence made her angrier. She laughed, sharp, mocking. "Oh, I get it now," she continued, louder this time. "You came here hoping to get something from me, didn't you?" Still, I said nothing. I didn't need to, but in her eyes, my silence looked like weakness. And then it happened. Without warning, her hand rose and struck my face. The sound echoed, loud, clean, unmistakable. For a split second, everything froze. Then, laughter. Soft at first, then spreading, growing louder, like it was entertainment, like I was nothing more than a joke. My cheek burned, but I didn't touch it, didn't react, didn't speak. I just stood there. She leaned in closer, her voice lower now, but still loud enough for others to hear. "You don't belong here," she whispered. "You never did." More laughter, more whispers, more eyes. And in that moment, something inside me shifted. This wasn't the past anymore. I wasn't that helpless girl. Not anymore. But still, I didn't move. I didn't speak, because I didn't need to. And that's when someone stepped forward. A voice cut through the laughter, sharp, controlled, powerful enough to silence the entire room. "Do you even know who she is?" The room fell silent, completely, as if someone had pulled the sound out of the air. Every head turned toward the voice. I already knew who it was, but I looked anyway. My stepsister's fiancé, standing just a few steps away, but he wasn't looking at her. He was looking at me. And there was something in his expression I hadn't expected. Shock. Real, unmistakable shock. My stepsister frowned, confused. "What are you doing?" she said, forcing a small laugh. "Relax, it's nothing. She's just—" "Stop." His voice wasn't loud this time, but it didn't need to be. It was calm, controlled, the kind of calm that makes people listen and makes things worse. He took another step forward, still staring at me, like he was trying to confirm something, like he couldn't quite believe what he was seeing. And then he said it, slowly, carefully. "Miss Vance." A ripple moved through the crowd, whispers, confusion, people repeating the name under their breath. My stepsister froze. "What did you just say?" she asked. He didn't answer her, not even look at her. His eyes were still on me, waiting. For a brief second, I considered it, saying something, explaining, stopping all of this before it spiraled. But then, I remembered the slap, the laughter, her voice. "You don't belong here." So I said nothing, and somehow that silence said everything. His expression changed. Doubt turned into certainty. He let out a slow breath, running his hair through his hair before finally turning toward her. And now, There was something new in his eyes. Anger. Not confusion, not hesitation, real anger. "Do you have any idea what you just did?" he asked. She blinked, completely lost. "What are you talking about?" she snapped. "You're overreacting. She's no one." He repeated it, quietly, like he couldn't believe the word himself. No one? A short, disbelieving laugh escaped him. He shook his head slowly, then stepped closer. "The no one you just slapped," he said, his voice low but clear enough for everyone to hear, "is the owner of Vance Global Holdings." The words didn't just land, they hit, heavy, final, impossible to ignore. Vance Global Holdings.